I would like to start today by reading a short story written in one of my favorite spiritual books entitled Journey of the Master by Eva Bell Werber. The Journey of the Soul. God came to my soul and said, "Let us go on a journey together." So we went into the night, and there was nothing in all the universe but my soul with God. The night was crystal clear, the sky studded with 1,000,000 stars. The air carried a fragrance as if all the flowers upon the earth had released their perfume for our pleasure. I laughed aloud from pure joy as Spirit and I went into the night. There was no pavement beneath our feet. It was as if we were walking on air, and we sang together all the songs of the ages. As we continued on, I asked God, may we stop here at the house of my friends and take them with us on this happy journey. So we did, and came to a stop, and my friends joined us. I suddenly noticed that somehow the music did not ring as clearly, and the fragrance from the flowers seemed more faint. My friends then said, "Let us stop here and take our friends with us too." And so we did. We all sang together, but again I noticed that the music lacked the sweet harmony that God and I sang alone together. Eventually a fog settled over the night, and the stars were lost behind the silken veil. The perfume of the flowers became so faint that we had soon lost it altogether. The air was heavy and the road hard to tread. The friends we had gathered pulled at me, saying, "Come, go our way. It is a good way to go." As I turned to go with them, I saw through the fog a dim light. It was the light of God, the same light within the soul which forever burns, waiting patiently for us to find it. At that moment, a great awakening came to me. I broke away from my friends' clinging hands and stood forth free. The light of God then became so bright, the fog lifted, and world of beauty lay before me. Again, God spoke to my soul, saying, "When you journey forth with me, you must journey alone. For it is only as you disentangle yourself from the outward form of earthly things that you can make the journey back to the truth of your soul. Until you have made this journey alone with me, you are not fit to guide others on the path." As I awoke, there was a great sense of peace upon me, and I knew that in the still watches of the night, Spirit had taught my soul a great lesson. I remember the first time I read this little story. I could not grasp the concept of leaving behind my friends and family along the path of learning to connect, develop, and climb the mountain, creating a relationship with God. It was so counterintuitive to everything I thought would be right. I didn't understand the importance of taking the journey alone. As I continued my study and search for truth, I began to understand that it was not selfish, but necessary and the only way to truly find your own personal relationship with God. You cannot give to others that which you do not have. I learned also it is alone in the silence that you find Him. As your desire within is sparked, a slow process begins to take shape. This process is developed one concept at a time, one experience at a time, one baby step at a time. Our journey typically starts with a curiosity and feeling that there must be more to this life than meets the eye. This creates a desire within to understand beyond what you have been taught or told. It becomes an insatiable thirst to know truth. As you begin to quench this thirst, you can't seem to get enough. Ironically, however, on time and on purpose, the synchronicities begin. The right person comes in your path saying just the right thing, suggesting just the right book, or simply by the mere presence of their energy and vibration, your spark is lit. You begin to move forward and understand the key point, that there is a higher power that is not seen with the naked eye. Slowly but surely, as you continue your search, the veil of illusion starts to lift just a little. Continuing on, spending time in prayer and meditation, you begin to create a relationship with this higher power. You begin to ask for intervention and receive signs that tend to validate that which you are learning. This is God's way of showing you that you are on track. We are given the gift of free will, so the divine will not interfere unless we ask. You will learn that the answers always come, but in unconventional ways. We call these miracles and realize it could only come from the unseen realm. This is how we know that there is something out there that hears our pleas and responds. This is the process that begins to develop and strengthen our faith, and is the key ingredient on the path to higher consciousness. One of my favorite descriptions of faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. It is the substance of inner peace, and as it grows stronger, peace and love for everything and everybody becomes the new lens you begin to see life with. As you continue your spiritual work, life takes you on a magical journey filled with miracles and synchronicities that create a sense of awe. This sense of awe becomes an infectious feeling that drives you in your search for truth. This process stimulates your spark of God, which lays dormant within until ignited. Once ignited, the flame begins to grow, and your life takes on a whole new meaning, feeling, and direction. Thus, the awakening begins to the remembering of who we really are, beautiful creations of God, a spirit, a soul, made in His image, housed in this human suit called a body. We realize that God is not just somewhere out there, that He is in fact everywhere, everything, and everybody. That we are actually filled and connected to everything, everybody, everywhere. The lens you see the world with changes, your perspective changes, and the beautiful feeling of love permeates your being. I will end with another writing from Messages from Love entitled Life's Big Illusion. The big illusion in this life is that we are separate, that you are here and I am there. I long for my children to remember this concept is the biggest misconception in life. It is the basis of all unhappiness and confusion. The truth is that we are one, and that I am joined within the soul of each and every one of you. There is nothing that I am that you are not, and because this is so, any and everything that is not of me is an illusion. As soon as my children remember and tap into that place inside Where we are connected, your world will change. It will change in a way that always views life with eyes of love, kindness, compassion, and beauty. The freedom that this brings makes you soar with pleasure and happiness. Consequently, the end result is a life filled with peace, my ultimate gift to those who find me within. Stay tuned and connected to me daily. Spend time and talk with me. Tune your ear to hear my beautiful, sweet, low voice within your head. I am with you always, yearning to have you hear my guidance and feel my love. This communing daily creates a flow and the miracles arrive. This pleases me, for as we both give, we both receive. Go now, my child, and find me. See me in everything you do, in everything you are, and in everyone you meet, and share the magic of living a glorious life with me.